So while we're on the subject of Marvel Legacy, I stumbled across this article. And this comes courtesy of comicbookmovie.com. It's an editorial. Why Marvel's Legacy event is already doomed to failure. And in this article, they actually kind of touch on what I just said. But I'm going to read a little bit through and give some comment as we go. Buckle up, here we go. It starts off, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, it's no secret that Marvel Comics hasn't exactly been the pinnacle of fan appreciation over the past few years. And much of the same could be said for DC. And I remember that. I actually forgot about that, how DC went through this huge period where they just couldn't do anything right. Since the dawn of the 2010s, the big two have been in something of a strange place. In 2011, DC launched the New 52. Holy God, has it been 6 years? Wow. You guys. Somebody do some science and find out why time is going by so fast right now. Moving on. Which was met with criticism and praise on all fronts. It was met with from me because I wasn't reading it at that time. Meanwhile, Marvel had just wrapped up the Siege event and were launching what they dubbed the Heroic Age. Over the next few months, it seemed as though Marvel was set to hold the top spot over DC for years to come, as controversy after controversy struck the DC fan base from out of the New 52's main story arcs. Then, there was a gradual but seemingly very sudden shift of focus within the Marvel universe. The Heroic Age became Avengers vs. X-Men. AVX became Marvel Now. After that, fans were being sold the same tagline with every event Marvel would be imminently releasing. This is going to change the landscape of the Marvel Universe forever, ever. That's my fake reverb. This was said of Inhumanity, Secret Wars, All New, All Different, Civil War II, Death of X, Inhumans vs. X-Men, Monsters Unleashed, Spider-Man, Clone Conspiracy, Running with the Devil, and of course, most recently, Secret Empire Strikes Back. The happenings within these events undeniably had potential to deliver on the tagline that they were being sold on, whether it be changing the universe for years to come or having a profound effect on a particular character. The main problem was, and still remains to be, not once were the consequences of these storylines ever given a chance to affect anything at all. Currently, Secret Empire Resurrection, with an X where the T should be, yes, they spelled it like that, and Clone Conspiracy are all ongoing events at Marvel. That's a blanket event for all the X-Men and Inhuman titles, a blanket event for all the Spider-Man titles, and a major crossover event for literally every other book set in the canon Marvel Universe. Even some of Marvel's Star Wars books are in the middle of an event right now. A term has been coined for what Marvel has done over the past few years: event fatigue. I don't know about you guys, but to me that's pretty spot on. I mean, that is just an overwhelming buttload of just bleh. These massive trees they build, they have no roots, none. They blow away by the winds of the editorial team. And I'm going to put a link in the description box below because I don't want to read through this entire thing. It is a pretty good read. So if you guys are interested to see more about this, check out this guy's website. I want to go on record here, and I've said this before in one other video, but I feel like it bears mentioning again. The main point here in this guy's article was that Marvel Legacy is going to do squat with the same creative team in place. It's not going to work. And it's not going to work. I completely agree. I think a lot of you guys do too. And if you don't, that's fine. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with you guys buying Marvel and enjoying it if that's your thing. But I hope that they change. I hope that the Disney execs finally get wind of this and boot these guys out. Especially, and I say this, I don't like anybody getting fired. I don't want anybody to lose their job. But sometimes people are just a poison pill. The whole batch is just getting messed up. Axel Alonso, I think, should get the biggest axe. You need to get rid of him. Because there's a reason why these hardcore leftist propagandists, basically what they are, the ideologues rather than the creatives, are being handed over the biggest titles on Marvel. And there's a reason for this. They like what they're doing. And as long as this is still in place, calling it Marvel Legacy, going back to the old numbers, which for the record I always said they would do, isn't going to matter. It's not going to save it. The real reason that Marvel Legacy and you have all this event fatigue is because Marvel is solely interested in quarterly gains. Period. The reason why you have all the reboots and the number ones and the new storylines, aside from quote unquote keeping the titles live that no one cares about, is number ones sell more. And as long as we keep falling for this, and comic book fans in general keep falling for this, it's not going to change. Until they keep trying it and it suddenly starts failing is the only time that they'll start paying attention, because this is done to boost quarterly profits. It is a corporate strategy. Now, sometimes fandom and the corporate strategy can go hand in hand. Sometimes you can get more of a good thing. And, like, hey, I've got more of a good thing. That's a good thing, right? You pumping them out and you just, you're in hog heaven because you're getting more of what you like. Unfortunately for Marvel, this strategy has not done well because the quality and the craftsmanship of the books they're putting out has suffered a great deal. And it no longer matters about telling a good story, about establishing good characters. It's all about a radical agenda, and it's all about corporate profits. It should be in reverse. It's about corporate profits and radical agenda. So that's my 2 cents on that. Read the article. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below, and let's move on to the next thing.